What's going on, YouTube? This your boy Romeo Trading back again for another video. Let's get into it today. Early access swing trading newsletter. Today is 12/22/2020. Interesting day yesterday. Let's get into it. Want to start off with my subscribers. We up to 36. I really appreciate you guys. Still holding on to that 21% of you guys that's watching the video that are subscribed. And if the 77% of you that watch this video ain't inspired, then hopefully we see you next time. We can get you on the team. Before I get started, this TOS right here, before I get started, I want to show everybody my post from WIMI that I put in my last video. Hopefully I'm not too loud. But yeah, this is what I posted here. This was a long time ago. That's when it first ran to 30. But that 2.99K, that's 300K sitting on level 2, just supporting, you know what I'm saying, that area before it ran up. So level 2 is very important. We probably wouldn't have made no money if it weren't for seeing this in the level 2. Like I say, on a stock that does normally, 100K, 200K a day, you got a 300K order sitting in level 2, and that's just, that's just when I saw it. So I think they did over 1 million shares that day, but that's just what was in that level 2 then. But let's get on into it. All right. So yesterday, the market sold off pretty good yesterday. Stimulus talks and whatnot, unexpected, but with all that volume that was put in Friday, that obviously was the cause of it. It was a pullback. So we definitely got that. And it's interesting, this little long shakeout here all the way up to 380. So hopefully didn't nobody have a stop order up here, because you definitely would be, you'd be pretty good in the red right now. You've been drilling down, I think, to the 5-minute. Like I said, that shakeout was, I think it was like 3 million shares. Yeah, 3 million. So I don't know if that was a market order. Just ain't no telling what that is. HFTs or, it ain't no telling what that is. Let me see if it was a 1 minute. But that was just interesting to see. Yeah. It was 1 million. So yeah, that was roughly, 1.7 million shares right there. Then we had another million shares. Then about 500K there. So, that was just an interesting shakeout in the market yesterday. And we got a new high, but I don't know if that's a true new high, but it is a new high. So, we're gonna see what happens with that. It seems like the market still kind of want to rest a little bit. We kind of been under the the short-term moving averages a little bit. We're kind of riding them right now. Get back on the 60. So yeah, short term we still kind of we're still under the 50 period on the short term. We kind of riding the 200. So it seems like it's just kind of resting right now. We may have another pullback, or we may get bullish. We'll know once the volume start kicking up. It looked like it want to get back over this 370 area though. It just kind of waiting right there. So we're gonna see if we get back over the 370 area. Got a little volume this morning. Nothing too major. Let me get on the 4 hour. So currently got 21K there and 25K, 21K. So, nothing major. We definitely look like we want to get back over this 370 area. So hopefully we have a good green day today. The market is up 80 cents over yesterday's close. So we are up 80 cents. You see, we had a nice little bounce yesterday. We gapped down, but we still bounced. Like I say, anybody that wanted some cheaper shares definitely would have got them. And based on our ideas in the swing trade newsletter, those cheaper ideas, they come in for core traders. Those are times where core traders can get in early. But let's get started. Well, look at the Qs real quick. Did the same thing, pretty much bounced perfectly off support. So, that would have been a good area to buy. Definitely didn't break support. So, still bullish in my opinion. Like I say, just a little, just people scared about, or just a shock, overreaction from the stimulus talks, and just taking profits. Like I say, no big huge sell off, just a small gap down there. Like I said, we went bullish on that. Let's get into it. These are the stocks I'm currently looking to get into. EXPR, you guys already know I'm already in that one. You already know the month was red. We kind of had a resting day yesterday. You look at the daily, we kind of put in a nice wide range green bar. Then we kind of gapped down and put in this kind of red doji. They dropping PR this morning. About financial deals. They hire Lazard to raise financing. So I guess they're just trying to get some help in the retail field. So we're gonna see what happens with that. I think we are they already done gapped over yesterday's short term, so that's good. So that'll turn the week green. Drill down here to the short term 60-minute. We do got some accumulation going on. So we definitely, like I said, we done gapped over that red bar. And that's what I was hoping for. We get over this red bar here. So, that's kind of a short-term booster. So, always start, when it comes to getting the entry, you want to be over all three of these lines, or definitely over the 50. The 20 period is kind of a short-term trend. We run up over, and then we come back under it to rest, and then we go back over it to run higher. But the 50 period is always gonna hold your trend. And then that, like I said, it's 200 on the daily is gonna give you just that extra boost. Like if you fall up under the 200, you definitely in a downtrend. It's no temporary trend. Just like over here, when it first ran up, it rolled that 20, came back, retested it, dropped up under that 20, kind of rolled that 20 for a minute, but we really didn't start downtrending until we really got up under that 50. And these are kind of some of the ideas. Well, these are kind of some of the, pattern, technical analysis or indicators. That's the word. These are some of the indicators I use. Like I said, we was kind of under this 50 all the way over here. And when I got in Friday, we had got over that 50 and we was riding that 20 period. Like I said, I got in over here. Yesterday was kind of a resting day, seems like. Hopefully we get some big volume today. Whatever financing deal, whatever the news is, I just hope we make some money. Buyers still haven't stepped up yet. They still sitting at 112. So they still sitting up under the 200 period on the 60. So we need buyers to step on up. Somebody is accumulating these shares up here, but we still waiting on buyers to step up to really reflect our P&L. Because I believe up here, we'll roughly be 400 plus up here at 125. So hopefully buyers step up and we get some good profits off of that. Like I say, the month's red, but like I said, if you're fishing for a bottom, this would be considered a gamble when you fishing. So, hopefully this one here pays off. Like I said, we kind of squoze good, rested yesterday, still held that 50 period, gapping up over that 200. So hopefully we get more of a push up, maybe put a nice bottoming tail on this red month here, push on up here. So we're gonna definitely see as the morning continues. I want to get through it and try to get this video out before you guys, before the market opens, so you guys can, possibly use this information or whatever. Next idea is INOD. Now this is one I just saw yesterday. And I don't know how I didn't see this one when I was scanning, cause that's a perfect, y'all know I like to get over my red weeks. But this one here was perfect. And then that's exactly what it did. So hopefully we get a retest today. Like I say, if you look at the short term, this is pretty much Monday. Like I say, just one down the week. So this is pretty much what Monday did. So hopefully on the short term, we pull back to this 550 area. Hopefully the moving average will be right there. We get a nice bounce off of that. Probably rest today. We probably have a resting day. I got 200 shares of that. So hopefully we, like I said, we hold this 550 to 525 area, just for support, just for rest, and then we continue to head higher. So that's the idea for that one. We missed the actual entry, but hopefully we can catch the retest because it did break a previous week's high. So hopefully we do get that retest. So that's what I'm looking for today. Like I say, most of the ideas last week didn't trigger because everything gapped down. So getting into stuff yesterday was kind of risky because it would have had to run really far to actually trigger us in, and then we probably would have been resting, if not failing, for the rest of the week. And I didn't care for that. I did get aggressive on this next idea though, but that's a INOD. Like I said, that's a new idea. We get in at 550 to catch the pullback. And hopefully we push up higher for the rest of the week into Christmas. Monthly looks good. I already retested the $5 area, so maybe if we can pull back slightly, keep the month green, and then push up higher. That's the goal for that for this idea here. Next idea is PTIO. Okay, now this was one of the original swing trade ideas. This is the only one that actually really moved up. Monthly still green. We got rejection for the 20 on the monthly here. We got rejected on the 20 for the weekly, which is a concern because we ran up here to 1.2. I thought we was gonna hold the gains, but they sold off more than I thought it would. So I actually, talking about getting in at 120, I got in at 118. I actually allowed it to trigger first. And then I kind of got down here. I got in down here at the bottom, hoping that it was gonna push back up. Didn't. We had big volume on that pullback, which is not a good sign. You don't want big volume on a on a red bar. You want small volume. So maybe too much volume here. So whoever pushed it up probably got out completely here. And then the stock kind of just consolidated back down. I mean, we're slightly above the 50. We kind of been riding the 50. With this push up, hopefully we get a little bit more extension with the market gapping down. So we're gonna see what happens today. Currently just down 40 bucks on this. I got in at 118. I got my stop down here. At 112. I may inch it on up, but the weekly is still holding up green. Hopefully we don't get full rejection with us retesting this area for a third time. Maybe this just was a quick retest. Maybe we push through again on the next one. Got a little bit more leverage instead of starting at 113, starting at 115, maybe higher. Currently price action is at 116. So hopefully we start a little higher to get more leverage on that push through to get the break out of that trend. But yeah, that 20 period is really sending us back. We get over that, we probably bounce around for a minute, then hopefully we can shoot toward that 50 period on the weekly. But yeah, this is what yesterday was. The weekly just one day right now, so that's what the weekly was. Next idea is TMQ, Trilogy Metals. This was kind of a buy setup play. We're over the 50, the 20, and the 200 here on the short term. So if you guys been keeping up with me on my other videos, hold on, what I open that too. Okay. When it come to getting in after green bars, I like to have a red day. So this would technically be the red day. Like I say, the open of the month was $2. The high of this bar here is $2. So it kind of just lines up. We're over the 20, the 50, and the 200 on the weekly. We got rejected by the $2. So hopefully we retesting this $2 area to see if we can get back over it. But that's the idea for that one. Like I said, we got a red day. Green normally can continue, but like I said, the market gapped up. This one opened up pretty flat, but it kind of just sold off a little bit. So hopefully we get another bounce today. If we stay over this 50 and this 20, I think we still got room to head back up to that $2 area, possibly get over that area. So that's the idea for that one. Next idea is USAS. That's America's Gold and Silver. I normally don't trade like metals and stuff because they movement be so weird sometimes. Oh, excuse me. But this is another pattern over a red bar. Well, I mean over a green bar. So last week we had a green week. Pushed up real good. It did rest yesterday. We did drop up under that 20, so that's good. Hopefully we get a good bounce off of this 50. Push up higher, that's the idea. So the entry would be above this bar at 305. Stop loss 10 cents. Why is it 10 cents? There should be 1,000 shares. But I go back and change that when I finish. But yeah, so like I say, roll the 20 period up, drop below for rest. Hopefully we bounce off this 50, push back up higher. Entry would be 305. Get us in, like I say, after the green week. Okay. I guess some of my orders are peeking out this morning, I guess. But yeah, so that's the entry 305 by 295. So like I said, we get over 305, we should get a little bit more extension after this first bounce, after this rest for this this green week here. Monthly still looks good. Next idea is VKTX. I've really just been holding out for this stock for forever. I don't know what about it. I just like it. Even though we got resistance here, we got support here. I actually really need to just wait to see what we're gonna do first. But I still been trying to fish for a position here. We all between the trends. Like we got 200 period rejecting us here. We got support at the 20 and the 50 down here. So we getting support and resistance at the same time. That's why it's really just kind of a decision making point, you know. Tried to break out, got rejected, gap down, pushed up again. So I still got my order in 650 by 6.3. So it's still a 20-cent idea. I probably just need to cancel it, honestly, because of what it's doing. But as soon as I cancel it, it's gonna run to freaking $15. So this is just one of them, you know. It's not FOMO, because I'm not just getting in anywhere. I actually wanted to get back to this 650 area. I just don't want to miss it once it actually runs. But this gap down is very concerning. The new high is all the way up here. So I probably just go ahead and cancel. Because I mean, short term we're under the 50. We could break above this, but like I say, before close we put in basically 4 green bars straight. So we'll likely pull back. I mean, it's just likely that we'll pull back. We did trigger pre-market, but you know that's not good enough. Whoever got in this, you know, somebody just bought shares wanting it to go higher, but you know when you got the big money down here, you know that you can't really depend on that all the time. So I may just cancel it just because we're under this 200 period. It got rejected once. We got big volume under this rejection. So yeah, I'm just gonna cancel VKTX. I'm gonna wait to the end of the video so I can make sure I have all my stocks in there. VRAY got some news this morning. Treats 1,000 patients. Radiation therapy. Some more stock ain't moving yet, but gonna see they're dropping PR. Definitely had a resting day yesterday. I shouldn't be in this until it gets over 430. For some reason, I want to be aggressive because didn't nothing trigger yesterday. So maybe I'm a little anxious right now. I just want something to trigger. So maybe I'm being too aggressive getting in over this because we still, if we don't get over this 430 area, then we definitely can fall. But we got huge rejection. We got a doji bar that's red. Then we gapped down, and we didn't get bullish over this 410 area. We still got the opportunity to. It's still within our stop. We just getting more aggressive. The actual target wouldn't be up here. It would be a lot smaller, 10 cents. So we really just looking for 20 cents out of this. So our actual target would be right here, up here at the top of this pivot. So like I said, we get in at 410, 10 cent stop. The target would be 4.3. So, you know, if that was the trigger, I would definitely move it down. I probably would just shoot for 1-to-1, which would be 420, because we're not bullish until we break that high. So that's just an idea to think about. Monthly still looks good as long as we don't keep dropping. Like I said, we get back over 410. I feel a lot better about it. Monthly still green. So us putting in this huge top and tail, I really believe that we're gonna get it. I guess that's why I'm still in it, because I'm looking at the monthly like, okay, 2 months up. It did something like this, but it was 2 months up. So this was a resting bar, went back bullish, another resting bar, kind of consolidating, retesting this 3. So you got rejected by the 3, broke out of the 3, retested the 3, pushed up again, bounced off of this 20, pushed up through the 20. It actually pushed up over the 20. So push back. So hopefully this just rest. I'm hoping it's just rest. But you know, this is the gamble we all take. So we're gonna see what it does. Like I said, I still got a little faith. Being super aggressive here, getting in at 410, turn the week back green. Hopefully bull step up and we can continue to push it back up. We're already triggered pre-market. We actually might just get it. Been resting up, okay, resting up under the green, resting up under the 20. Ooh, excuse me. We did drop below the 50, which isn't too bad. We still got the 200 period here. So we're gonna see. I may get in just to see what it's gonna do. Definitely wouldn't be a bad idea. WIMI. This is another gamble I had. Monthly is green, which is monthly is red, concerning. We hit $6 again. I can either add or I can get out. I really want to add, but we're under the 200, we're under the 50, and we're under the 20. So that stop is gonna be solid. Stop is gonna be solid. Getting notifications, I don't know why. But yeah, that stop is solid. We hit 6, I'm out. Lose $100, be done with it. But you know, we're gonna see. We're gonna definitely see. The red on the month's kind of concerning, so continue to drop red. Then you know we're just gonna go and get on that. We already retested 6. I had my stop at 5.99 yesterday. We tagged 6 twice. 6. Didn't trigger the stop. After we closed, I moved it up to $6 even. If we hit it again, I'm out. That's just what that idea is. Because like I said, the monthly done turned red. You know, women's kind of been a gamble. You know, even though I showed y'all that first slide. So this is the area I was talking about when that 300K was on the level 2. When it ran up to 30. But yeah, big movers like that. Like I said, it hasn't moved like that since then. Not saying that it will again, but you know, we just keeping our eye on it. It's really been jumping around this $5 and $6 area, so I just want to get a few shares to see what it do. And you know, like I said, if it dropped too low, I could possibly sell and get a better position at 6. I really don't like adding going down, because you don't want to, if it drops too low, you don't want to double your losses dropping down. So I'd rather get out and then just add some more at 6. Oh yeah, we'll see what happens as the volume start picking up. It's still early. It's only 6:45. So, you know, we'll see. Next idea, ZAGG, ZAGG. This one gapped down. This one actually should be canceled, but we did bounce. We did hold our stop, even though we're not in it yet. It pulled back here at our stop. So, you know, I'm really just hoping for some news or for some price action, because we're definitely resting. I retested this 420 area. I was so tempted to get in at 420, even though that would have broke my trading plan if I would have got in at 420. My entry was 425. So it breaking it, holding it, and getting up there would have been the actual entry. But instead, it couldn't fully break 420. It got rejected, pushed up, rejected, and then it kind of fell off 415. We still held 415. So our 10-cent range is still good. So if we make a strong push out 415 this morning, and get up there, I feel a lot better about it. So I really like this because of the daily. Maybe you can even still look at the 60 minutes. See, it just been consolidating real tight. You see how the TOS is tripping this morning. I guess all my orders are coming in late, or my cancels or whatever. But anyway, if you look at the 60 minute over this 425 area is real clean. Push up here, come back, try to push up again, and it's kind of been riding all the way up, and it's kind of been consolidating. So we get some more volume to push over this area, we could have a nice run. We definitely got room up to this $5 area on the monthly. Let me zoom out on the weekly. Weekly, like I said, it just looks beautiful to run, man. Like I said, we just waiting on it. We just waiting on it. So if it wants to trigger, give us an early Christmas present, I'll take it. But that's ZAGG. Next idea is ZYNE. This was another gamble. So on the monthly, we're red. So this is another fishing for the bottom. I don't expect a big move up, maybe 20 cent. So this is kind of a scalping idea. And the reason why, we have been holding down this area. You see how, how much support is down here in this area? A lot of support down here in this area. We had a nice volume spike. So it's been down 3 weeks with a volume spike. So doji, no volume. We got a good range bar, about wider than both of those weeks, no volume. And then we got this third bar, which is wider than all of these. We got all this volume. So to me, that's a trend change. Just like over here, got this wide range bar on the volume, and we followed up with a green week. We didn't push all the way back up, but we did get a little push for the actually we did push up a good bit actually. So it went from where we closed at. You pretty much could have got maybe 1-to-1 out of it. If you got in up here and then you had to stop at the bottom, what is that? What's the range on that? That's what, 70 cent? So that would have been what, 4.5. So you would have just missed target. So you probably could have got half a lot out of it. Half a lot out of it. With it being 70 cent, you could have got what, 35 cent out of it. So that would have put you at what, about 4.15. Yep. So you could have got 4.15 out. So a half a lot. But, and them green bars be so wide sometimes. I really hate the R&R though. They be so wide. The this would have been a better entry over this red here bar here, because it gapped over the high, put in the bottom and tail. So getting in over here would have gave you better R&R. Actually, you could have actually got 1-to-1 on this. You would have got in over this this weekly bar here. Just some ideas. Y'all already know how I think. Like I said, green bar, resting bar, then break, put in new lows, new low, gapped over, put in the bottom and tail. So I retested this area, gapped over this 3-week high, gapped over, put in the bottom and tail. The entry is right there above that at 390 by 375. So was it 25 cent? So 50 cent over 390, put you at what, 440? We would have been just shy of it. It went to 435. So you could have got 1.5 out of it. But so with the moving averages coming down here, I don't expect a big move up, probably back to the 20 period. So maybe we can get back up to this 370 area. So, that's the idea on that. We are crossing over on the 20 period. We do got some rejection here at 360. So I may get out if I may just put an order here at 360 to get out. I think I supposed to got 500 shares at 345. Only got 351. They wanted to be selfish. I was getting like 2 shares every few minutes. Like somebody was teasing the crap out of me last night. Every time I got notifications, it was like 2 shares, 2 shares, 2 shares. I'm like, wow, okay, 2 shares. I basically 2 shared all the way up to 351 shares. So hopefully we get a little push, possibly get out at 360. Like I said, it's a short-term play. It does have room. Like I say, the bulls could really step in and push this thing up. But our expectation with it being pushed down this hard, it's probably not gonna recover as fast. Like I say, this idea here didn't get that bullish, but it took 2, 3, 4, really 4 weeks for it to actually give us a real pattern. We knew the change was coming, but it took 4 weeks for us to actually, get a pattern. I plan on being out of this probably this week. So we'll see. Like I said, this is just a quick idea I got in. I probably won't make as much as I wanted to make because I couldn't get filled. I saw this after hours, so I kind of tried to get in during extended hours. So, but we'll see. But that's it for the actual ideas that I'm looking to get in. I had a viewer to send me VRAY. So I'm gonna look at that one real quick. I think this was a fresh IPO that dropped. He was talking about exponential or exponential or some type of, I think it's an indicator he was talking about getting in. I don't really use a lot of indicators. I'm not sure what indicator he was talking about. So basically when I looked at the monthly. It just wasn't interesting. Looked at the weekly. Just wasn't interesting. Looked at the daily. Just wasn't interesting. So, it could run, but you don't have really much to go off of here. Because like I said, we had big volume on green, but then like I said, we easily pull back. I think the IPO was 10, so getting in up under 10 is definitely an idea, but we got to wait. We got to wait for something. You can always, let me see, what's the high of this one? The open was 1035, so you can always put your order at 1040 and just sit it there. If not, I would wait, just to see what it does. Like I say, it's still under. Drill down to the 60-minute. We're still up under the 20. It looked like it's kind of, well, not doing really nothing right now, but we are hugging that 20, so it may push up back over 10. This would be a nice bottom into. If you want to be aggressive, you can get in at 10. That's super aggressive. I would at least wait till the week turns back green over this 1040 area to get in, just to get a small position to see what it does. Put your stop. Let me see, what's the low? Low is 926, so maybe 925. So 1040 by 925. What is that? Like what? Dollar and 20 cents? Dollar. Hold on, my math's off. It's less than $1. It's what, 80 cents? Hold on, trying to do some math. Hold on, my math ain't good with this. Hold on. 925. 125 would be $1. Then so yeah, $1.20 ish. Something right there. If y'all know the math, just leave it in the comments. Me and certain math ain't good together. Especially with these, give me a 10-cent stop. I can spit it out real quick. You know what I'm saying? Give me a 20-cent stop. I don't do over $1, honestly. If it's over $1, I ain't trading it. If I just can get 100 shares of it, I don't want it. Especially if it's down this low. If it's over $20 and you got $1 stop, I can do the math on that. I like, that's why that's one reason I like, trading stocks under $10, because I got the math down so good on 10 cent, 20 cent, 25 cent, 400 shares, 500 shares. I got the math down so good on them. When it comes to these higher time frames, I don't really have the math down as good because it's less than 100 shares mostly. You know, like you're getting 25 shares, 50 shares for stocks that are like that move $1 and $2 is a $1 and $2 stop loss. So, you know, I'm just not used to it. I can get used. I mean, like I've done it before, but you know, it's just one of them things. But that's VRAY. Like I said, fresh IPO. Went bullish, kind of sold off, still selling off. So keep an eye on it over this $10 area. I would prefer it to get to turn the week back green. So like I said, anything over 1035 would be good. That would be an area to look into. 1035 area to make it, you know, give it a real push to turn the week back green. So that's what I like to see. Maybe a push up to 12 to really get back up to this open. Kind of hold this area. Maybe hold it on $11 to $12 area. But like I said, still early, fresh IPO. You don't know what it's gonna do. Money still red. Anything under 12.15, still bearish. So just because it pushes up, it could definitely fail. Like I say, you just kind of got to. If it get above this area, if it get up to here, I would definitely bring my stop up a little bit, maybe to break even. That way you won't lose on it because the month is still red. You definitely need to get over this 12.15 area to turn the month green. So, you know, that just kind of let you know, what you're looking for or what's the expectation, because the month's red, the week's red. You can't expect it to go bullish unless it actually goes bullish. You know, it got to turn over completely. So we'll see what happens. With the first day of the week, the market gapping down. That could be a reason why it gapped down. You know, you never know, but you know, we're gonna see today once the volume pick up. ARAV, another viewer idea. That one gapped down, went bullish on us. Looks good. Huge volume here, rejection. Just pivot high. You know, I really think it's gonna be hard to really get into some real good ideas because everything's gapped down. So you got to, you know, what I mean, you know, that can happen, but without PR, you know, these ideas without PR is kind of a stretch. Cause that's kind of a wide range. We could run from 6 all the way up here. So we pretty much would have opened up where we closed at, then try to run up, and that would have been a little bit better. We are under the 20. We are over the 20. We're under the 200 and the 50. So still short term, but we are bullish on the month. We do got a lot of resistance up here in this $8 area. Kind of be mindful of that area. $7 to $8. If you're in this, as a core trade, like I said, this was a viewer idea. Just kind of be careful. We did gap down up under this red week. You know, we could go bullish. You know, it kind of went sideways here. So we did start strong though. We did get bullish. We bounced off the 200 short term, so that could be a good sign. You could get in over this high, maybe 645. Put your stop at 6. It's almost a 50-cent stop. So maybe 200 shares if you're risking $100. Just to see if it continues to go bullish. But you just be mindful that, you know, they already put in a new high here. You definitely want to get back to this area. If it pulls down, you know, just kind of get out, because you can always find another entry. So maybe it's retesting this breakout area at 6. So yeah, could be retesting this area. So you might get a doji here. Now, hopefully it don't trigger just to send you through that, but it could doji out a little bit. We're gonna see. It could just stay bullish. You know, it's so many possibilities, man. It's you know, hopefully you guys are doing your own homework because there's so many possibilities. You got the 200 here. It bounced off of the 200 with the market gapping down. So you don't want it. You really don't want it coming back down here again. Actually, if it comes back down here again, that's gonna be too much. Even though we're starting to descend a little bit, but you don't want it coming back down here too many more times. So hopefully it maintains its bullishness, give you a good push up, and maybe bounce back and rest on this 645 area. You know, if you're in this one. But looks good on the month. Just got a lot of resistance ahead. Next idea is CYCC. Month's green. This one kind of did the same thing. We still got lower highs. So it could just be trying to find support. Sorry, my phone was letting me know pre-market was open. Just in case I overslept, which I haven't overslept in forever. So no worries there. But we do got a high up here at 440. So be careful. You could get in over this 440 area. Kind of be careful. Seems like it's kind of resting. You do got to pivot here. 425 area. So hopefully it holds that. Definitely an idea. We did put in some rest. We did fall up under the 50, but it looked like it kind of want to get back over that 50. So you could get another push up today. Be mindful up there at 4.4. With a stop down here, maybe 410 where you stop, so they give you 30 cents. Or you can be aggressive and do 420. So if the week turns back red, you can get out before it gets too bad. So definitely gonna be some accumulation here at this 425 area. So it might sit here for a minute, maybe wait for the 200 to catch up to it before it actually breaks out. So just an idea on that. Next one is MBIO. Pushed up pretty good actually. So this was another one we was talking about, big volume, trend change. So we got like I say, buyer stepped up, pushed it up pretty good. We're gonna see if we get some follow through over this week. The high of 330, over 330, definitely got room to run. Yep, so that one looks good. Short term, you got it breaking over this 200, riding up on the 50 and the 20. Definitely over 330, definitely got room to run. So that's definitely a good idea. Kind of take out all of these sellers. Like I say, you ain't got big volume like this, somebody's accumulating these shares. That's why you get that trend change. And like I said, it's time to make a move because all the selling's done. You know, so even over here when you had a big wide range bar, your bulls did step in, so it was an opportunity to make money. You know, but it also got rejected by the 50. But like I said, it was an opportunity to make money. Now, how long you stand to trade, you know, that's up to you. Right here, we got full penetration here. You just never know. See, on this wide range, we got a little penetration. You got opportunity to make some money. On here, you had plenty of opportunity. On this one, you had a small opportunity. Big volume on green. On the second bar up, it was a turnaround, so this was the end. So hopefully you got out before it dropped. So you're looking for that big volume. So big volume on this one, push up. Still put in a new low, but it did trend back up. Big volume here, pushed it back down. Like I say, trend change, push it back up. So like I said, it looks good over 330. Crossing over all short-term averages on the 60. 330 would be a nice entry. Maybe put a stop down here at 330. 30 cent stop, you're risking $100, put you at about 350 shares. I can do the math on that, you know. Them $1.20, I don't know what to tell you. But it is 7 o'clock, pre-market has started. Let's see if we got some gains. Yep. So EXPR, it got back under. Oh, that sucks. So we're gonna see what that does this morning. Buyers are still a little hesitant. So we're gonna see what happens. We are at the 114, so that is good. If we get another push up, that'd be even great. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I want to go ahead and get it out to you guys so you guys can check it out. Moving, so we're gonna see what it do. But that's early access. Which you got Romeo Trading. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Once again, salute to my 36 subscribers. If you find value in today's video, definitely subscribe, like, comment, share it with your friends, share it to anybody that's interested in trading, investing, stock market ideas. Let's talk about it. Let's get some ideas flowing. Let's make some money. Y'all have a good one.